Hello, everybody. Welcome to Aware and Care, your weekly prescription program with Dr. Ambika Nair, who's the chief founder and consultant at Shantigram Group of Companies. They have locations here in New Jersey, and they also do online consultations. They also have branches across the globe. For more details, you can always visit the website. Let's welcome Dr. Ambika Nair to the show first. Namaskaram, Doctor.
Namaskaram.
Dr. Nair, we are here back with another topic, a topic of very much of concern. As a woman, it is of discomfort, but as a growth process and a matter of evolution and moving forward, it is a matter of, necessity. A condition that is more commonly found during puberty and during menopause. We're talking about today scanty periods. Please explain to our viewers what scanty periods actually is.
Okay. In Ayurveda, we call it as Alpa Artava, means less periods. Okay. In English, especially in Western medication, it will be hypomenorrhea. So, it is less bleeding will be there during the periods. It's all, like a scanty means it's less, you understand it. Okay, commonly appears in lean people with so much of stress, anxiety, all those people. But it's not only in them, it is seen in so many other people also. Okay. So,
So traditionally, we're talking about basically these two age groups we usually see, but you're suggesting that it can happen at any time.
Yeah, anytime.
Okay. So when you say scanty periods and very less periods, the number of days for periods is basically 5 days to 8 days in many people. But when you say scanty, does it mean they have a good flow for 2 days only, or it is like they have?
No, actually, like if it is less than 2 days, if the bleeding and the flow is very less, so then we tell that it is a scanty period actually.
Okay. Yeah. And what kind of body type is this usually seen in mostly?
Actually, like your bleeding has to be from the pitta. Okay, lean people, like even, like a kapha also, vata also, even in obese people also you can see this, because there, because prakopana will be like a vata and a kapha. Because it blocks all the, like a srodhas, all the openings, so the flow has to be in the proper way. So that's why, conditions, I will be telling now, because it's always like that. All the, vata, pitta, kapha will be involved in this actually.
Okay.
But it can be seen in, not only in menarche, when it starts, some people it will take like 1 or 2 months or 3 months, even 6 months. But even after first delivery also it is seen, like a secondary, like a scanty periods. People, so many cases comes to me also like that. So some people, they will have like 1 or 2 drops only.
Oh, okay. Spotting.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Only it cannot be spotting, but they don't even get it. But if they are taking any contraceptive pills also, it will happen like that. So that is actually with the medicated, that is suppressing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about any health conditions, any post-surgical or, thyroid or any other internal?
Yeah. Causes will be like a constitutional. We have to see, like when the patient comes, whether it is related with the pitta, vata, kapha. Then, like a uterine, like a hormonal changes can be there, whether any diseases with the ovaries, whether any other things, any thyroid cases, any hormonal changes, any nervous or emotional intake of contraceptive pills, stress, anxiety, depression, whether they are taking any medication or depression. And in some cases it happens like that. And whether they heavy exercise schedule and they are very, very thin, like vata. And some people you can see that, they have anorexia. Anorexia, we already talked about this. Actually, it is like nervosa, so they don't eat. So these people also, when they take like a less intake of food, also it can happen like that. And so much of hormonal imbalance nowadays, it's very common. Yeah.
Okay. Now, what is the problems that arise because of scanty periods? And as like I just mentioned at the beginning of the program, it's very comfortable to say that, okay, we are not getting too much of periods, it's a happy life. But there are certain medical conditions, other aspects which come along with it. So what is the side effects of this problem?
Side effect, like some people, if it is kapha related, means they put a lot of weight. And you can see the complications like, joint pains and all. Their sleep will be disturbed. They can even get into like a diabetic.
Oh,
Okay, obesity and obesity related all the issues.
okay. These kind of, and also I think maybe to do with fertility also, this could create fertility issues.
Definitely. But in certain cases, we have seen that because when we treat it properly, they really conceive.
Okay, but we've also heard of, there's a different world that we are living, that people also with scanty periods are getting pregnant and not able to hold pregnancy, or both the cases are happening. So anything can happen, but it goes in any variations because of scanty periods. And that's the topic today that we are discussing with Dr. Ambika Nair from Shantigram Group of Companies. Dr. Nair, we also talk about PMS. So when the women have scanty periods, is PMS a very constant problem, or it is just a phase, it comes phase wise? Because it's more
PMS is not only in scanty periods. Actually, in every period, so many people, I think, it can be 85% of the people have this PMS issue. They put on a lot of weight, water retention will be there, emotional stress will be there, anger, uncontrollable anger, and they get into depression, some people. And, everything irritates them. So this is all, yeah.
Now, what are the situations where, somebody with scanty periods also has fibroids or cysts, or they have ovary-related issues?
Ovarian diseases are more common in this, actually, if they have done any oophorectomy or anything, if it's some injury also, which causes the, a pituitary gland, anterior pituitary gland. So this all has to be ruled out during the consultation.
Okay. Now, when should somebody actually approach a doctor when it comes to scanty periods? Because after puberty, there is a time that for the periods to regularize. And before menopause, there is a time when the scanty periods are just creeping in. So these are the two very common factors that we see when we talk about scanty periods. Of course, you did mention there are other conditions which could also come. So when do you actually approach a doctor?
If it is recently I have a case. Because there was, it was a big trauma. This child lost her father with a cardiac arrest. Father was only 46-year-old at that time. The child was 13 years. She got her first period. After the first period, no period at all. Okay, now she's 17 years old.
Okay.
So after 4 years only, they approached me. So I asked them whether they have taken any medication. No, nothing I have taken. Then I told her, why? Then she told, sometimes, after 1 year, 1.5 years, she will get a scanty period, in the sense, maybe 3-4 drops.
Okay.
So, because they are not aware. So they think that, okay, good, I'm not getting the period, so I'm blessed. So that should not be, because it should be communicated with the parents also. If it is with the, children, we have to see that they are menstruating properly, the days, whether they are anemic, whether they have any calcium deficiency or any other issues, whether it is. But this case was related with anxiety a lot. And then actually, she is just with me, this is the first month, I should say. But she told that she got the periods after 24 days.
Okay, great. So now, even if you have to take this case study, now let's understand how this particular case study is treated, so that our viewers get an idea as to how easy or how difficult or how manageable the treatment process.
Okay, she came with her mother. Actually, she was referred by one of my old patients.
Okay.
Okay, they came from North Carolina. So I did the a pulse analysis, that is Nadi Pariksha, and I have seen that she was really anemic, not sleeping, very stressful, unable to concentrate on her studies, fear, because actually fear of insecurity. So the mother has to undergo a lot of, changes in her life. She was housewife, then she studied, she did the SAP course, then she got into IT. So it took little time for them. Only child. Okay, then very lean, very, when you see the child itself, you can understand how a condition was.
Okay,
very dry skin, nails were very brittle, dandruff, little skin issues like a dry eczema was there. So all these things. So then we started because she needed some Snehapanam. So first I started giving her ghee preparation, infused ghee preparation to her. So that was interesting. Child was very, very cooperative. First, I made her understand that what we are going to do, why we are doing all those things. Because she never used to like ghee. So after that, I told her she got the period after 24 days. Okay. So it was like, I cannot explain how happy she was first time.
Okay.
Then, some other helps were given so that her anxiety has to come down.
Mhm.
She started eating well. Anorexia was another factor. She never used to eat.
Mhm.
So this all, and we did a few days of Panchakarma for her. Actually, I did Nasyam for her and
Oh.
Shirodhara and
Uh-huh.
little Abhyanga.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is such a simple prescription for a very difficult problem. Like I mentioned, that it may sound very easy, scanty periods, or life is very easy, but there are later stages in life where that could lead to complications, whether it's fertility or body pains or thyroid or other secondary health diseases. And like Dr. Ambika had just mentioned, that it is a very treatable condition. And mostly in today's times, it's coming due to all the stress factors that are around us and also the bad eating habits. Now, Dr. Nair, let's also understand the other side of the scanty period, that's towards menopause. Many women today are getting early menopause, and it has also become of concern, late parenthood or, the pregnancy and delayed pregnancy and complications during pregnancy. And
Actually, nowadays it is all planning.
Okay.
Even you get married at the age of 32 also, they will tell that, 5 years we'll plan.
Okay.
I get cases for infertility. That's what I'm talking like this.
Sure.
Okay.
Mhm.
Then we advise them, like the child will grow. No, we have to settle. After settling, nobody can have a child. Throughout life, you will be like, you are very ambitious. So the stress what you, take, like that will only affect especially the reproductive system and your hormones.
Okay.
So it affects a lot of infertility is too much now. I get a lot of IUI and IVF failure cases actually.
Wow. Okay.
So we do a lot of cases like that.
Okay. So now to be more specific towards menopause, what kind of treatment options are given so that people get?
If they come in time, provided if they come in time, we have like a very, very good Panchakarma therapies also. If needed, I will write. Otherwise, we start with the herbs and, the diet.
Mm-hmm.
The proper consultation has to be given. And, when you treat for the root cause, things changes like anything.
Okay. So so after menopause, what happens? Do people still complain? The women still complain about, scanty or spotting or?
That they get intermittently, maybe after 6 months, after 8 months, because that is a weaning time, So like if they are like around 50, some people, recently also, so many cases comes like they lost the period by 37, 36.
Okay. So scanty periods is something which is not too much of concerning when it has been intervened and a doctor's intervention happens at the right time. Especially it is more of a psychological hormonal issue where the other aspects, your anger, your anxiety, your depression and your daily routine and your bones start getting affected. So that
exercise. You have to do exercise. Sometimes it is hereditary also. The mother may be having some issues and it is carried on to the children like that.
Okay. Now, what kind of foods would you recommend to somebody who has scanty periods? Are there any foods that could regularize the periods?
100%. Yes. Okay, we'll be telling them, see, their hemoglobin has to be okay, calcium absorption has to be okay. Then, because in PCOD also, obesity, all these patients will have like a lot of scanty periods. That doesn't come in time also. So, especially we ask them if they are very lean and otherwise as scanty periods, we tell them to take a lot of little spicy food also.
Mm-hmm.
And hing, use of asafoetida.
Okay.
Okay. Another thing is that the use of lemon. So this all help a lot actually.
So when you say hing, asafoetida, how do they use? They just eat it raw, or they can use it?
No. They can put in their, cooking.
So, but the quantity
like sambar, sambar or in any dal, whatever they make it, yeah.
When you said lemon, of course you're talking about
vitamins. Sour beverages. That's what we tell. Lemon juice, more tamarind in the diet.
Oh, okay. And that could also affect the teeth, no, Dr. Nair, because somebody just picks up this message and they start drinking too much of lemon and start rubbing lemon all over their mouth. But please do not do such things. There are
That's the issue. That's the issue.
people just hear half the message and then they start doing the home remedies and complain with teeth pain after that. So please do not try the home remedies just like that. Have your first consultation, and these products and these home remedies are very easily available at home, so you can always try.
Yeah.
Any fruits, doctor, like pineapple, papaya?
No, pineapple and all very good. We tell them, papaya is very good. Pineapple is, that is in fruits. Like Krishnatila, we call it as, sesame, black sesame seeds are very good. Along with the jaggery, if they take it, it's very nice actually. I always tell them, you make laddu. They will tell that you are increasing my work. That is the home assignments we give, no? So all these things, it's very nice. Sour curd is very good. Fish is good. Black gram is good. There are so many things what you can do, like even
heat generating foods, right?
I didn't get you.
Heat generating foods?
Yeah, because actually the, pitta will increase. So naturally the srotas has to be opened up, all the, passages has to be opened, means it will come automatically.
Okay. Now, Dr. Nair, as we are coming to the end of the session, what kind of follow-up sessions do people, do women or young girls have to follow up on this? Like, they get regularized periods for about 1 year or 2 years, and again it starts a problem. Does it happen in some cases?
That's a secondary amenorrhea, like a secondary scanty periods. So they come, if they, like if we tell them what to do at home, if it's not working or if anything like that, and according to the age also, they come and they take care. We take care of them.
Okay. So any parting words for our viewers? Like our friends, we are making these sessions very small so that you get little tidbit of information. To get detailed information, you must always visit the clinic or talk to Dr. Ambika Nair and our team members. So Dr. Nair, your parting words for our viewers today on topic scanty periods.
See, scanty periods, don't take it very lightly, so that, you will be always staying healthy. Do little exercises properly. Breathing exercises, if you have, like with scanty periods, you can see there sometimes, their hair fall will be there, dandruff will be there, so many other, emotional issues will be there. So this all can be taken care, and don't feel shy, and don't, to go to a doctor. I'm not telling you to come to me, but I'm telling, take care of yourself.
Okay. These are conditions.
Everything can be done very easily.
Right. So these are conditions which we take very lightly because of daily discomforts or comforts that come associated with it, and also social stigmas and embarrassments. But this is a body that goes through all phases, and a consultation, a talking is a must, whether within family or with the doctor. And that is what Aware and Care is all about. If there's any topic that you want us to cover, we will be doing short capsules like this henceforth. So please come forward with your concerns. We will take them up openly in the topic and program Aware and Care. Thank you so much, Dr. Nair, for today's program. And viewers, please like, share, and subscribe, and make this a healthy planet, with also COVID coming back and concerns coming back. Vaccination and mask are a must. So, Dr. Nair, just before parting, please let our viewers know about what is the protocol of visitation at Shantigram during this pandemic.
No, if you have done your vaccinations, we allow, but you please see that you don't have a very bad cough cold. But I do treat them also. Okay, even so many cough cases like breathing issues, like asthma patients and all comes to me, we take care. Everybody is not COVID, but you should be, good enough to know that you should take care of yourself. You can have like a steam if you have any issues like that. If you are going in the public, see that you are wearing proper care, like a mask and all, and wear a cap, because the weather is not that great over here now. It is changing every time. Take care of the winter.
Sure. Thank you so much, Dr. Nair, for today's episode. Namaskar.
Namaskar.